Hi, I'm Dr. Sapphire, email marketing strategist and educator, and I am committed to making email marketing simple and profitable for you through my online email marketing school, Sapphire Learning Hall. You can find the link in the show notes. Fun fact, I'm an obstetrician gynecologist resident in training. Yes, I'm an actual practicing medical doctor. Email marketing experiments was born out of the desire to share behind the scenes of failed and successful email marketing campaigns. Simply put, what we've tried, not just me, but me and every guest I bring on the show, what we've tried that has worked or didn't work. So instead of just thinking it and testing it, we're committed to also sharing the BTS with you on this podcast. Come join us behind the scenes. And one more thing, as you listen, if you're a freelancer, service provider, or business owner, go ahead and check the show notes for the gift I kept for you. You'll find it under the title Gift. Now let's go behind the scenes.
Help. What do I use to start email marketing? I've collected 10,000 plus emails and starting email marketing for the first time. What are some tips you should give me before I randomly dive into this? Right? And then someone's like, okay, email marketing experts, give it to me straight. What's the least cringe way to start emailing your list? Someone then says email marketing doesn't have to be hard, not in the chat GPT era. Okay. And then this person is asking how to start an email marketing list. How did you get people to sign up? And that's a very, very valid one because everybody wants to know how to get people to sign up. What email marketing platform do you recommend? Looking for one that is easy to use, right? I want to start ASAP, email marketing. Anyone, please help. I want to start email marketing, but I don't know where to begin. Okay. And the list goes on and on. But I have a lot of people asking me questions on, I want to start email marketing. I don't know where to begin. I want to start email marketing. What platform do you recommend? What platform is still working really well? Does it work for small businesses? How do you get people to sign up? And this person says, please, I'm literally begging. Someone tell me how to start an email marketing list and how did you get people to sign up? I do not get it. And I totally feel all of these questions, right? Because everybody started from somewhere. When it comes to email marketing, a lot of us all started from scratch. For some of us, we had people to help us. So for some of us, it's like you have like a mentor, a business coach. But for some people, it's like you don't have anybody. You're starting from scratch. You're checking YouTube. You're going on threads, you're checking Instagram, blog posts, podcasts, and you're seeing so much information, so many things. And everybody's telling you, do this, do that, do that. And you just want to start as soon as possible, but you want to do it easily. You want it to be simple and it's looking all complicated, hard, and a lot of tech stuff. So today, I, Dr. Sapphire, as your chief email advisor, is going to be giving you a 7-day checklist that you can use to start your email list. And I'm going to be answering these questions, how you can grow your email list, considering I just added 600 people to my email list last month and then 200 plus people in March and all of that. I'm going to be telling you how you can also grow your email list and what platforms I recommend and what platforms are currently working in this year. Okay, so let's dive right into this tea because I want you at the end of this episode to be able to launch your email list in the next 7 days. This is done in a week. So I'm not talking, highfalutin things that you take 3 weeks, 1 month, you're still struggling. But simple step by step that if you do day 1 today, day 2 tomorrow, in 7 days, your email marketing sprint is done and your list is ready for people to sign up. So let's start with step 1. Now, the first thing people would usually want to know is when it comes to email marketing, what tool should I use? And I will answer that separately. But when it comes to starting your email list, here is what it is you need to have in mind. Number 1 is that you need to pick a tool. You need to pick an email marketing software, an email service provider. Different people call it different things, and you need to set up that platform. So if you pick Flodesk today as the email marketing tool that you want to do, the first thing you need to do is to set up that platform. And this involves doing what we call domain authentication. It is not hard. It simply involves copying a code from your email service provider and pasting it at the back end of your website. So your email service provider, some of them actually offer automatic integration. So your back end of your website is open on this tab. Your email service provider is open on this tab, and then they do it for you automatically. Second option is to do it manually. And this is where you actually copy the code and paste it in the back end of your website called your cPanel. So don't worry, it is not hard. I know that sometimes these things look complicated, but it's simply a copy and paste thing. When you copy and you paste it correctly, you get a check mark, and then you click the authenticate button and it says authenticated. This is a security measure to protect your email list from being hijacked, from ending up in spam, and to show that you are the owner of that particular email list and the domain that is being used to send out emails. Now, of course, before you start, you need to have a domain email, right? So when I say domain email, my website is Sapphire Learning Hub. So my domain email can be hello@sapphirelearninghub.com. So the email that is attached to your website domain. So number one, on day one, you want to do your domain authentication, which involves copying codes for three things: the SPF, the DKIN, and the DMARC, right? So you copy the code, you paste it, and then you click authenticate. Now, the second thing you want to do is your integrations. Now, some of you might be using like a Thrive card. You might be using maybe another platform to sell your products, and your platform, you want to connect it to your email service provider. This is not a compulsory step, but some of us like to have those integrations where our tools are speaking to each other. And so all you need to do is go to the list of integrations. You can literally Google. So if you're using Flodesk integrations, and check for maybe your course hosting platform, your selling digital product selling platform, whatever it is, and check if it's on that list. And then you just click the button and you'll see how to connect it. So you have your tools connected to your email marketing software. That's day one. That's all you need to do on day one. Now, one more thing, because some of you have an email list that you have gathered and you have never sent an email, or it has, gotten dust, while some of you are starting from scratch. If you already have a list of people, the third thing you will do on day one is to upload that list into your email marketing software. So you take the list as an Excel sheet, a CSV file, XLXS, right? Or whatever, right? A Google Sheet, whatever. You download it and then you click import and then you add it into your software. So all you need to do is go to subscriber section in your software and import that list. And that's day one. So day one, you did your domain authentication. Day one, you integrated your third-party tools. And if you already have an email list, day one, you also imported your email list into your software. And that's it. Now let's go to day two and the next thing you need to do. Now you need to think of compliance. And compliance means understanding the email marketing rules that govern the region that you are in. What are the things that these people are saying? What are the things they say you should do or not do? It also involves understanding the policies of your email marketing software. Ideally, this should come first before you even dive into setting up your email marketing platform, so you don't make any mistakes, right? So if we're taking it back, we can switch day one and day two. But either ways, here's what you're supposed to do day two when it comes to the compliance setup. You want to understand the email marketing laws in your region. So you just say, email marketing laws, you Google it in Africa, email marketing laws in the European region, right? Email marketing GDPR, email marketing can spam. And I just want you to read these and understand how it works. You also need to say, do you have a privacy policy for your brand, right? If you have one, you want to keep it handy. If you'd like a privacy policy page or a privacy policy law somewhere, keep it handy. If you don't have one, it's fine. It's something you can always bring up later on. Now, the next thing is you want to go to your email software and say, what are the rules and regulations governing this software? So what are the do's and don'ts for Flodesk? do's and don'ts for Mailerlite, because these platforms actually have laws. And if you don't read their own, legal requirements, their own rules and regulations, you may end up doing something that can get you a strike or a ban down the line. And so people don't talk about this a lot, but it's something that you need to do. So all you need to do is say, oh, Mailerlite's policies, Flodesk policies, right? Just Google it and it will redirect you to the page where you can find it, whatever email marketing software you choose to use. And once you have done that, understand your privacy policy if you have one. And the third thing you need to do under compliance is your unsubscribe policy. So what is your unsubscribe policy, right? Now, unsubscribe policy is straightforward. Someone clicks unsubscribe, it means they want off your list. And so it's a one-click unsubscribe. Give them a one-click unsubscribe. So now I know that we are just looking at the policies and all of that, but this I am mentioning so that as you set up your emails, you want to ensure you're checking that there is a one-click unsubscribe button at the bottom in your footer so that for every email that goes out, it is there. If you use any email marketing template, it's already there in the template as well, right? But you just want to double check, because as part of the rules, people should be able to easily unsubscribe from your email list at any time. Now, some people have like a 2-step unsubscribe process where when you click unsubscribe, right, it then asks you, do you want to unsubscribe from all mail, marketing emails, right, or a particular newsletter? For people that have like different aspects of their email list, and people can choose to unsubscribe from all, the marketing, or a particular segment. So you can also consider that depending on the plans you have in the future. But remember, you can have your one-click unsubscribe button, easy peasy. And then down the line, you can always come back to say, oh, do I want to make it 2-click? Do I want to be able to give them more options in terms of flexibility for what it is that they are asking for? And that's it for day 2. So day 1, you have set up your software. Day 2, you have understood the compliance and the policies governing the software you're using and email marketing in your region, email marketing generally. And I advise that you also understand in other regions, because the truth of the matter is that your email marketing, your email list, your email community, it's a global village. You're going to see that you have people from the UK, from the US, Australia, Asia, Africa, all the continents of the world. And so you want to ensure that because you're having people from all these places, you understand how it works or the policies governing their different regions, right? That's one of the things I love about email marketing. It's like your own global village. Now, on day 3, you're going to do something. And this one, I want you to take a deep breath, okay? You're going to set up a simple brand email template. So on day 3, you go into your software, you go to your email campaign section, and I want you to create an email template that you can use, a branded email template. Now, one of the good things is that softwares actually allow you to impute your brand colors into the software so that it's easy to pick. And you can find this in the software settings, branding in the software settings, right? So for day 3, you're building your branded email template. What that means is you're going to sit down, open the software, and you're going to say, this is how I want my emails to look. You're going to create it like a template, right? And if you're wondering, how do I create a template? Once you go there, you will see that there are already existing templates. So you can actually choose to use the drag and drop builder and edit one of the existing templates or build your own from scratch, depending on your design capacity. You want to put in your logos, which you can also set up so that it always shows when you do your brand settings in your email software. So if you go to settings, the brand settings, you can put your brand colors, choose the fonts you want, choose your logo so that it's easy to just pull it into the email all the time. Okay. So you set up that brand template for yourself, make it look beautiful, ensure it's responsive for mobile and desktop, put your email signature depending on how you like to do your emails, and just set up that template so that anytime you want to write, you just know that you're putting your email content into your email template. Okay? That's what you're doing on day 3. Can you see how easy it is? And we've already started your email marketing without a lot of hassle, without a lot of headache. You're just doing it day by day, and it is not backbreaking. it is not a lot. And remember that in the next 4 days, your email marketing will be done and ready. Now let's go to day 4. This is where you have some real work, right? We've been steadily building, and now we want to do something. We want to write your email sequence, your welcome email sequence. Now I tell people that a lot of times it's like, oh, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to send. Imagine somebody is coming to your house for the first time. Imagine you're hosting an event and somebody just walks in. Imagine that you're planning a get together and someone comes in who doesn't know what's going on. What are you going to say to that person? You're going to introduce yourself. You're going to tell the person about what it is you do, what it is going on, right? Or the person says, oh, I was just invited, I decided to show, but I don't really understand. Or you dare to introduce yourself, what's going on, and all of those things. Now, let's say the person came and the person had an invite, right? So the person already has an invite. The person has an idea of what is going on, right? That's how like your lead magnet functions. The lead magnet is the invite. So the person has a lead magnet. The person knows that, oh, you can help with this, but they don't know much beyond that. So when they then come into your community, you want to welcome them, you want to give them a start here guide. You want to set expectations. You want to tell them what it is that you do, how you do it, how you can help. And you want to answer questions that they may have and lead them to the next thing that could help them achieve their goal. And it can be as simple as that. Your welcome sequence can literally be as simple as that. So they sign up, they've taken you up on your invitation, they come in, email 1 is giving them the lead magnet and setting those expectations, a start here kind of guide. Email 2 is answering the questions they have, guiding them into what it is you do, how you help. Email 3 is saying, oh, this is the next step when it comes to this. Email 4, email 5 can answer more questions, show people that you've had testimonials so they see that, oh, you can actually help them. Now, your email sequence can be as long or as short as you choose it to be. The important thing is it setting the expectations? Is it giving the foundation so that when people come into your email list, they know what to expect, they know how you can help them, and they know what the next steps are? Now, there's a podcast episode I recommend by Prerna Malik of Content Bistro, the sales-focused welcome sequence, right? If you want your welcome sequence to be more sales-focused, she actually outlines what it is you can do in that episode. And I will link it in the show notes in case you want to go ahead and give it a listen before you start writing your email sequence. And let me tell you, you don't need to watch 10 videos saying, oh, what should be in my email sequence? Oh, what should I say? What should I write? Remember, you are just starting, and this is your permission to write your first welcome sequence, write your first draft, whether it is messy or not, write it, edit it, set it up, and then you can always refine it and optimize it as time goes on. And then when you're refining and optimizing it, now you're refining and optimizing it with data because people have started coming into your email list. You're seeing the things they are responding to, the things that are making them more engaged. And then you can take all of those and use to update and revamp your welcome sequence. So you see, like I said, in 1 week, you can have your email marketing up and running ASAP. Now you write your welcome sequence on day 4, day 5, all you do is sit down and set it up. Remember, you've already built your brand template. So now you're just going to your email sequence and you're saying, what is the thing? So you go to your email software, you go to your automation/flows section, right? And then you want to say, oh, what is the thing that will make people start receiving these emails? Okay, when they sign up for this lead magnet, or when they sign up to join my email list, or when they sign up for my email community, right? So someone signs up, that's the trigger. Are they receiving the email immediately? Yes. So you set up the first email. For the second email, are they receiving it hours later, a day after, 2 hours later? How would you like them to hear from you and receive those? Usually, most people will do the first day, immediately you sign up, 1 day after, 24 hours after, then 24 hours after the second email, and, spacing each email by 24 hours. Some people use a 1, 2, 3, 5, 7 kind of cadence, right? But it depends on you and what it is you want and what you tell them. Sometimes I literally say, oh, over the next 7 days, I'm going to be sending you 1 email a day to help you do this, and that. I've set the expectation. So now they know they're going to receive 7 emails in 7 days and they're expecting it. Do you see that? So day 5, What you're simply doing is setting up your welcome sequence. So you go to automations, you select your trigger. It's a drag and drop visual builder, whatever software you're using. So you pull the email option from the left hand into the software middle. You pull the delay, which you use to set your 1 day later, and you go like that. Now, if for any reason you are stuck and you're wondering, like, I'm having trouble setting up this automation, here's what you do. Just go to Google and click, if you're using Flodesk automation setup. And Flodesk itself would have a resource that shows you how to set up that automation. I'm not even talking about all the 1001 videos that people have out there showing you how to set up your automation. Flodesk itself will have a resource. If it's Mailerlite, same thing. If it's Klaviyo, if it's Drip, if it's MailChimp, if it is MailDrip, if it's SendPulse, Sender, Sendly, Email Octopus, and so on, Kits, and so forth, System.io, Kajabi, they will have something to show you how to do it. Easy peasy. Now let's move to the next thing. Now you have your welcome sequence set up, right? Now number 6, you want to set up what we call your opt-in landing page. Remember that people are going to be signing up for something, and you know what that thing is. So now you want to set up the page that they are signing up for. And let me tell you this, if your capacity, you're not a designer, you're not a web designer, you don't have a lot of time, leverage the templates that those platforms already offer. So you just go to landing page or website sites, depending on the software, and then you pick a landing page template that suits you, edit it to have your brand colors, your imagery, and your copy for the page. Do you understand? Now, if you just need a form that pops up on your existing website, you go to forms, you design that form, right? And then you go and take the code, you take the code from that form and set it so that it shows up. So in the settings of that form, you set it up so it shows on your website, which is why it was very important that we connected your domain to your email software by doing that authentication. So from the settings of the form, right? So let's make it more visual. You go to Flodesk, you go to forms, you set up this beautiful pop-up form, right? And you set up this form. In the settings of the form, you then choose how would the form show up, right? Because you have connected to your website, right? How do you want that form to show up on your website? Do you want to show it all the time? Do you want to show it when someone has scrolled 5% of the page? There are so many options, right? So you want to go ahead and set up how that form will show up regardless of the platform. Now, if maybe you're using a different kind of page, you can actually take the code from that form and embed on the page where you want it to show up. You can also set up that forms show up on only certain pages. It gives a lot of flexibility really when it comes to the forms and how you want it to set up, to show up, right? So you can have the form pop up, you can have it embedded, you can have it as a full page, right? Those are 3 options. You can set it from your email software to pop up on your website, or you can take the code and go and embed it in the website or the place you want it to show up. It depends on what it is you want and how you're doing it. Now, if you're not using forms, you can actually just set up a landing page, and then if you have a website, you can redirect it. So when someone clicks the button for your lead magnet on your website, let's say you have like a banner in section that says get it here. When they click there, it leads them to that landing page where they can then go ahead and sign up. So day 6 is all about setting up your opt-in page or form, which is a conversion focused page for your email list. It should have a clear headline, a compelling hook, and a place for them to put in their information. At the very least, you should be collecting first name and email. But I personally like to go a step ahead. And so I like to collect information that will help me understand my audience and build loyalty. And so I collect their birth dates because it helps me build loyalty through my birthday automation. And I also collect a survey, right? So it's like a mini survey or a how can I help you, depending on which one I want to use. So if I'm doing the mini survey, I'm like, which of these best describes you? And I give like 3 options. If I'm doing it the other way around, I'm like, how can I help you? and then they put in one problem. And I always analyze that data, right? So understanding which of these best describes you, I understand who the kind of people that are signing up for my list are. How can I help you? Shows me the kind of problems that they want to solve at that time. Do you understand? And this is information you can then use in your marketing messages and all of that. And this is already day 6. Your email list is almost ready. Now you have a way for people to sign up. You have the welcome emails that they will receive. The final thing on day 7 is your list launch plan, which is your plan to get your first 100 subscribers. How do you want people to join your email list, sign up for your email list in the next 30 days? How do you want to convert your existing audience? By existing audience, I'm talking about all the people who follow you on social media, the people whose contacts you have, without being spammy. And if you don't have any contacts, don't worry, I'll address that as well. So I'm going to tell you what I do. I have something I call the 3 Bs of list building. And they are the 3 different ways I use to grow my list, broadly speaking, because each of these Bs can have a lot of sub-examples. But I give you the 3 main Bs so that it makes you expand your mind and choose how you want to. So the first one is to build. And this involves leveraging my existing audience. So I have followers on Instagram. I have followers on Threads, LinkedIn. So all I need to do is create content for it. It can be a 7-day sprint. It can be a 30-day content plan, or redirecting people to sign up for my email list. It can be as simple that every week I should have at least one post that tells people to sign up to my email list. And then in my stories, at least twice in a week, I should have people being redirected to my email list to sign up. Do you see that? Now, the second B is, so the first one is build. The second B is borrow. And this is where I begin to leverage other people's audiences. Maybe I might not have the audience, but my business bestie has the audience. Or this person who I collaborated with has the audience. Or this person who I do not know has the audience. I can then strike up a collaboration with that person. It can come in the form of a bundle. It can come in the form of a joint webinar. It can come in the form of here's something that can help my audience. So you just send a message to a person saying you have this thing and you like to share it to their audience, and then you incentivize it. So anybody from their audience who signs up also gets maybe XYZ thing, right? And so that is something that you can then do to get those people in that person's audience to sign up. So basically, when you talk about borrowing, you're talking about collaborations and partnerships. So collaborating with people, partnering with people so that you leverage their audience. And in all of these situations, you are not paying anything. Do you understand? So I'm not paying for those collaborations. I'm not paying for their partnership. I am leveraging relationships. Do you understand? So let me tell you how I did this in March. In March, I had this series of email marketing classes that I had already planned to host from the beginning of the year, and I had invited guests. And so I reached out to like communities that had the people I wanted to reach. And I sent a pitch email. For some of them, I found like their partnerships. Or some of them, I found like the founder's email. And I sent a whole email saying, I introduced myself. I am Dr. Sapphire, and I linked my social media to my name when I wrote I am Dr. Sapphire. And then I went ahead to introduce myself. And then I told them what it was that I was doing, right? And all of that. So I want to read out one for you. So for this particular brand, it was a cafe that I visit. There's something in particular I like, their spicy mocha and chicken sandwich. So I started by saying, hello, I'm Dr. Sapphire. I linked my social media, email marketing strategist and educator, and a fan of Cafe One's spicy mocha and chicken sandwich. For International Women's Day this year, I thought hard about what I wanted to do, and I knew I didn't want to give away something that cost me nothing. So I bundled together 6 powerful guest expert sessions, live sessions plus replay access that were previously exclusive to the paid members of my email marketing mentorship class of 2026. And I would love to extend this bundle to the Cafe One community. And then I went on to explain a bit about it and why I'm using this to celebrate International Women's Day. And then I said, my ask, I'll be honored if you could share this opportunity with your community via email or social media. My goal is to give generously to women and freelancers who want to build or elevate their careers in email marketing and improve their skills this year. This is a link to the bundle. Please let me know if this aligns with your vision and what will be required on your end to make this collaboration happen. I look forward to hearing from you positively. And that was the email that I sent out that got me that particular partnership. And I sent versions of this same email to different brands to be able to partner with them for the International Women's Day campaign we did that brought us over 200 subscribers. So that was a partnership model, right? I wasn't paying for anything. Now, another thing I did when I was promoting, so there was something else I had, right? Another lead magnet, which was a free summit. And one of the things I did then was to speak with influencers, micro and mini influencers who had the kind of community I want. And then I paid some of them to promote it to their audience. And then I partnered with some other people to share with their community. Do you understand? So once I begin to pay for this visibility, it becomes buy, right? So it's not about buying an email list, but it's about buying access to the people that you want to put this thing in front of. So I'm paying somebody to put this thing in front of. I remember one time I paid somebody to promote my stuff in her email list, and the person promoted it. And one of the people who came in from that now signed up for my service, right? And it was such a win-win because I wanted to get visibility, and I got visibility, and then I got paid, right? So there are a lot of ways to get people to sign up, but I always advise start from using your existing audience and leveraging the relationships and partnerships that you have around you. So leveraging relationships, the people you have around you, and partnerships. So pitching people, pitching brands, pitching other business owners in communities you belong to who might be interested in helping you promote or share your lead magnet. Now, another thing you can actually do is to check for who is having upcoming speaking engagements, speaking opportunities, summits, and the likes if you're interested in speaking, and then also sign up and pitch for those, right? Apply for those because it also gives you an opportunity to put your lead magnet in front of people. Now, you will see that some of these methods are like one time, and then some of them help you to promote over and over again. So when it comes to getting people to sign up, you want to promote over and over again. And so for day 7, what you're really creating is your list launch plan, which is how you want to get your first 100 subscribers. I want you to create a 30-day plan, right? Choose the channels you want to use. So are you using social media? Which of them? Are you using partnerships and collaborations with who and how? And then how do you want to convert this audience? So don't just plan for bringing these people in. When they come in, who are these people? What do you want them to do, right? What actions you want them to take? You want to have all of this in your mind. And then you want to tell yourself 30 days from now, where should these people be? 60 days from now, 90 days from now, what should be true? And this is very important. Now, let me tell you a caveat when it comes to getting people to sign up for your email list. A lot of times, if you're not careful, you'll be looking for numbers and you will forget quality. And you will now have this list of people who are not very engaged, who are not taking action, and you'll be wondering when you went wrong. So always ensure the quality of the people, of the community, of the space before you go ahead to take any action. And that's it. Your 7-day done in a week plan to launch your email list. So remember, we started with day 1 compliance, day 2 ESP setup, your email software setup, day 3 making your brand email template, day 4 writing your welcome sequence, day 5 setting up that welcome sequence, day 6 creating your opt-in page or form, and day 7 building your list launch plan. Now, the final thing that we need to answer is this very heartfelt question that's asking what we can use, what tools are really working when it comes to email marketing right now. What tools are really working? Because a lot of us want to start our email list and it's like, which email marketing platform is actually good lately? And it's a real question. And you have that question. So let me tell this. First of all, I need you to breathe and realize that there's no perfect email marketing platform. There's no one best platform, but there's a platform that is best for you per season. Because I'm sure you've seen people talk about how they switch from this platform to this platform. In that season, that platform served them, but now they've grown. They need something bigger and better. That's why there's no one best platform, but there's one that fits the season that you are in and can even serve you across seasons. Now, when it comes to platforms, what I think you need to consider, number one, functionality. What are the things you want to be able to do? What are the things that matter to you? Can that platform do it? Right? That's something you need to consider. Number 2, budget. Are you planning to start on the free plan or the paid plan? Do you have the budget to make that payment month over month? Right? So number 2, the budget, because there are some platforms that are really great, but they may just be out of your budget. There are some platforms that give you all the functionality you need, but it's not an investment you can make right now. So from the very beginning, the budget. There are some platforms you want to start on the free plan, but it may not be as robust as you need, right? So your functionality, can it serve you? Can it do the things that you want to be able to do? The budget, is it something you can invest in today, tomorrow, down the line consistently, right? And then number 3, the UI UX. Now I know I said functionality in terms of what it's able to do, but UI UX is a place that people don't consider. And what I mean is the experience, right? So when it comes to the platform, is it easy for you to use? Because some platforms are easy for Jane and may not be easy for Mary, right? Some people, because of their expertise and their areas of specialization, they don't have problem with tech or with multiple platforms. But some platforms they find clunky and some they find easy, welcoming, organized. So because if the platform is not easy to use, you're going to be struggling, right? If the curve to learning is not simple, it's best that, or if you're choosing that you want this platform, regardless of how it looks, you're going to put in time to learn it a bit more. And it's something you make up your mind for from the beginning, right? So there are platforms that I'm like, they get the work done, but I really don't like how they look. And I would rather not use it because of that. So for some people, the UI UX experience of the platform is enough for them to say no. So you consider it from the beginning and you'll be like, Sapphire, how can I experience UI UX for a platform I've not signed up for? Easy peasy. All you need to do is go to YouTube or go to their website and then look for videos on what does the back end of Flodesk look like? What does the back end of Mailerlite look like? What does the back end of Klaviyo look like? And you will even see images. And as you see them, you begin to say, as you look at the images, you look at the things you can identify and it's like, okay, does this seem simple enough? Does this seem something that I think I can manage? Do I like the way it's looking? Right? And some people may not hammer on this particular point, but I've seen people who have struggled with platforms and after switching, they were like, that this platform is so much calmer. This platform makes life much easier for them. They can easily navigate it and the customer support is so great. So the whole UI UX experience for them, they love it. You understand? And so I like to mention it for people to consider from the beginning. So your functionality, which is top number 1 on my list, the budget, and of course the UI UX, you choose what you can live with and what you can't live without. And that's for when it comes to choosing a platform. Now, I gave this guide because, like I said, there's no one best platform, but there are a lot of platforms. Now, when it comes to small business owners, some of the platforms that they use include Flodesk, Mailerlite, Kit. Some people use the back end of their core softwares like Kajabi, but I rather recommend you use an email marketing software if you can. With e-commerce brands, you see people use Klaviyo, Omnisend, Drip, but you also see people use platforms that were built maybe. So you see people who use Klaviyo, which was built majorly for e-commerce, for their online digital products business because they prefer it. For SaaS, you see the customer IO, mail model, user list, and so on. There will always be list and list of email marketing software. So I'm going to tell you all the ones I've used and the ones that I would recommend. So currently I use Mailerlite. I love it. It's simple, it's affordable, and it is functional. It allows me to do the things I want to do without stress, really. I have used Email Octopus. Email Octopus is really easy. Not very high level, but really easy to help you do the basic things you want to do, right? And very affordable. Flodesk, if you're big on design, I recommend Flodesk. It may not have all the functionality, but it's easy. It allows you to do the basic things and some more advanced things with some of the recent upgrades they rolled out. And then it is huge on aesthetics. So if aesthetics is something for you, you might want to check it out. with Kit, it was built for creators. And so it has a lot of functionality, right? That enables creators to be able to do more because they have creators in mind. So one of the things I usually will recommend is if you're a business owner, an online business owner, for example, you can say, oh, email marketing platforms for online business owners. It streamlines your choices and makes your research process easy. I can say, oh, use this platform. You can say, oh, what are people using? And then you want to choose based on what everybody recommends. But I've realized that using a platform because everybody recommends it does not always mean that it's the best platform for you. You might use that platform and still end up switching to another thing. But don't stress it. There will always be more platforms. There will always be a platform that has this, that has that, has something else, something finer, something fancier. But you just want to use a platform that you are content with because it can serve you in the season that you are in. And that will be my recommendations for what platforms are working really well. I have mentioned some platforms that I recommend any day, anytime, right? There's also SendPulse, very high level automation, but the learning curve is steep, right? So it is not something that a total beginner can just get in and use easily because you'll be like, oh, I have to find this. How do I do this? But it does give a lot of functionality. So you see that some platforms may be having like an A in functionality and like a C in user experience, but like an A in customer support, that kind of thing, and an A in affordability. So based on these kind of ratings, you now want to say, oh, what platform should I use? What platform shouldn't I use? Okay. That is your decision to make, but I have shown you how to make that decision. I have given recommendations from where you can start from depending on your industry. Now you decide and you make a decision for the one that serves you based on the 3 points that I have given. Now, I have shown you how you can launch your list and get your email marketing up and running in a week, ASAP, as soon as possible. But maybe you're too busy. You want to focus on, your business, the operations, the strategy, while somebody else sorts this out for you. And that's where I come in because what you really want is for an expert to go ahead and help start and grow your email list, or at the very least start it and show you what it is that you want to do. And that's why I come in, where I don't overcomplicate things, but I just make it really easy for you. And there are 3 ways I can help you at this point. I can help you start and grow your email list, and we can have it done in a week. Now, done in a week means that every single thing that I have just outlined here over 7 days, I will be the person doing it for you and giving you updates daily. So, done in a week email marketing, we launch your list in 7 days. And this is for busy founders, people with a 9 to 5, business owners who want to have their email list up and running ASAP. You've tried in the past, you want to set it up, you don't just have that time and you don't just think it's something that you want to spend your energy and time on right now. And so we have done in a week. So all you need to do is go to the show notes and select done in a week and click the application form. Once you fill out that form, you'll receive an email letting you know if we're going to proceed or not. Now, when you fill out that form, one of the things you get to do is to actually select, because for everybody who applies, if we see that we can serve you in the way you deserve to be served, one of the things that we will do is to ask you, how can we discuss with you, have a chat, meet up? Because one of the things we want to do before we get on start business with anybody is to ensure that we are all aligned, right? In terms of goals, expectations, and all of that. So when you fill the application form, you tell us how best we can connect with you. So if you rather have the conversation in the inbox, we'll send you an email. If you rather have a chat on Instagram, you go ahead and do that. If you rather have a conversation, a live call, we can go ahead and set up that call. You also select in that form the date that you would like, the week that you would like to start your done in a week, right? And we currently have 1 spot open for this particular service as at this time. More spots may open up in the future anyway. So go ahead and fill out that application form. If the form is open, then we have spots open. Okay? So that's it for done in a week. Now, the second thing we can do for you which will not take a week, is to help you start and grow your email list, right? Now, the Email Marketing Starter Pack Plus is where we help you start and grow your list. And this one is 3 months. So we help you do all these things that we have said in 3 weeks. And then we help you get your first 100 subscribers. And then we help you optimize your email list. So it's a 3 months plan for you to have your email list up and running consistently. We done in a week, we just set up your email marketing, right? Help you launch your list. But with the Email Marketing Starter Pack Plus, we help you start your email list, right? And then go ahead to grow that email list for you so you get your first or next 100 subscribers. So it's more of a we start and then we hold your hand to ensure that we are helping you do these things so you see it being done before we hand over your email list after 3 months to you to say, okay, now we have helped you do this, we have helped you build the community, go ahead. And let me tell you why we brought out this because we realized that when we're helping people set up their email list only with the starter pack, and the starter pack is setting up your email list, but in 3 weeks. And here is why it's 3 weeks. Our standard for helping you set up your email list is actually a 3 week timeline. The done in a week is a VIP experience for busy founders who want it done before we hand over your email list after 3 months to you to say, okay, now we have helped you do this, we have helped you build the community, go ahead. And let me tell you why we brought out this because we realized that when we're helping people set up their email list only with the starter pack, and the starter pack is setting up your email list, but in 3 weeks. And here is why it's 3 weeks. Our standard for helping you set up your email list is actually a 3 week timeline. The done in a week is a VIP experience for busy founders who want it done ASAP. And the spots are limited because we have to ensure that we lock down that 1 week and help you set up your email list so that you can achieve your goals as soon as possible, right? So that's done in a week. With the Email Marketing Starter Pack, we help you set up your email list, but it takes a 3 week period and it is not a VIP service. Now, with the Email Marketing Starter Pack Plus, we help you start and grow your list. So that list launch plan, we're going to create it, right, for you so that you can go ahead and implement it. So we are creating it, implementing it with your team. So what that means is if we create a social plan, right, we are speaking with your social media manager and saying, this is how this is supposed to be. This is what this is supposed to be so that they can carry it out. And then we are nurturing those people. So remember that you set up a welcome sequence. But after that welcome sequence, what happens to the people? We will continue that ongoing nurturing of the people as they are coming in those months. So month 2, month 3, so that they are coming in, they are receiving emails. We are getting to know them, understand them, and improve the email system for you over a 3 month period before handing it over. So at the end of that, you would have set up your email marketing, gotten your first 100 subscribers, made your first sale from email marketing, and then we give you the plan that says, this is how to keep your email marketing email list up, running, and engaged, right? So you see that the level of support is different, the outcomes are different. Whichever one you decide to go forward with, whether A, B, or C, depending on your time, energy, commitment, all you need to do is go to the show notes and select A, B, or C from the comment section. So from the show notes, in the show notes, you'll see done in a week if you want it ASAP in 7 days. Email Marketing Starter Pack if you just want to start and your email list, right? And it doesn't need to be in 7 days. And of course, the Email Marketing Starter Pack Plus if you want us not just to start your email list, but to help you grow it so that you don't abandon your list saying, oh, I've gotten people now. How do I get them to sign up? And you're just stuck in that limbo. Because there's something about having your email list set up, but nobody has signed up yet. We realize that a lot of people struggle with that part, and to stay consistent when you only have maybe 1 sign up, 2 sign ups, right? So we want to take that beginning edge off of you and help you get things done. And that's a wrap on today's episode. If you have any questions, please go ahead and drop it in the comment section or use our Ask Us a Question button in the show notes. Remember, I'm Dr. Sapphire, your Chief Email Advisor. Until next time, this is Email Marketing Experiments.
Hi, Dr. Sapphire here. Thank you so much for listening to yet another episode of Email Marketing Experiments. I'm going to ask a favor. please leave a rating and a comment on this podcast. It goes a long way to help increase visibility for our podcast so that we can reach even more people. Till next time, this is still Email Marketing Experiment. Think it, test it, and share it.